All right, Carla, thanks. Nearly 40 years after a man was sentenced to death for a killing along Gandy Boulevard, daughters of the victim are begging the governor to finally sign the death warrant. Mark Davis was convicted of killing 54-year-old Orville Landis after helping him move into an apartment. Well, with Governor DeSantis signing death warrants at a quick pace, Orville's family says, why not now? Fox 13's Evan Axelbank reports on why their patience has run out.
Catherine Hansbrough still has the paper she read from when she told the judge what Mark Davis had taken.
By viewing those pictures, we saw the brutality that was dealt to my father.
She was 32 and her sister Carol was 22 when their dad, Orville Skip Landis, was found in an apartment that used to be near here along Gandy Boulevard. Davis was homeless and living in the parking lot.
His intention was to retire here in Florida with my sister, go back and forth to Maryland.
After seeing Landis, who was a retired analyst for NASA, with $500 cash, Davis had said to others that day he planned to rip him off and do him in.
This was premeditated, and it was a horrific, horrendous, brutal murder.
The jury voted 8-4 to sentence him to death. 39 years later, they're still sitting here, and he's still sitting there on death row, with appeals to the Florida and U.S. Supreme Court already denied. They argue it's time for the governor to carry out the sentence.
All we want is for this to end. We just want justice. We want closure.
In recent weeks, they've seen Governor DeSantis sign death warrants for several who committed their crimes in the 80s, including Franco Chacon of Pasco County and James Duckett of Lake County. One whose death warrant was just signed committed his crime just 20 years ago.
When the Supreme Court says that execution is ready, he signs the death warrant and he makes sure these executions occur. And what's happening now is he's clearing up the backlog. He really can't do much to make the process go faster on the front end.
Orville's family has written to this governor and previous ones several times. In 2025, they got a response from the victim's rights coordinator who said, "Please know that I am placing this information into the inmate's file for review and consideration." They're hoping that their case will not just be high on the list, but at the top.
Are you hearing and listening to those of us that are victims that have waited so very long? And obviously he is, because he is signing the death warrants. I would just ask that he hurry up.
There are 239 on death row, with the longest there since 1971. They don't want this to linger until it's up to Orville's 13 grandkids to see it through. Evan Axelbank, Fox 13 News.
Governor DeSantis has said previously that he does not relish in the quickening of the pace of the executions, but he's also said it is critical to act once all appeals have been exhausted. An attorney for Mark Davis did not immediately respond to our request for comment.